Redshirt freshman EJ Parco started the year at 149 for Stanford. He's now wrestling at 165. This is the one match all night where North Carolina has a ranked wrestler facing an unranked Cardinal wrestler. Bryce Hepner, number 16 in the lands. He is called upon to put points on the board for Carolina here at 165.
And they need him. They need him to put a lot of points on the board. But Bryce Hepner is capable of just that. He's one of the best pinners on the UNC team. He's very funky. He doesn't take a ton of shots, but anytime an opponent shoots on him, Hepner typically comes out on top.
Hepner with 4 pins this year.
Knee pick attempt by Parco off the top.
Hepner, the transfer from Ohio State, fell to Mac Church of Virginia Tech in a narrow 3-2 match last week. Dropped him to 2-2 in ACC competition this year.
EJ Parco, the brother of Kyle Parco, former Arizona State and Iowa wrestler. Comes from a great wrestling family. Here we're scrambling. This is where Hepner's comfortable. Parco trying to stay locked on the legs of Hepner. We'll see if either wrestler can advance to the position, or you might get a stalemate here. Get just that.
Stalemate just over a minute into the first period. Parco, like Hepner, 2-2 in ACC competition this year. He's won 2 straight over Nick Sanko of Virginia, Jared Kessler, number 32 from Pitt. I mentioned Parco being listed on the roster at 149. He wrestled once at 157 November the 1st, then returned to action December 20th at 165, and that's where he's competed since.
Parco keeps getting back to that right underhook. Saw an early knee pick attempt by Parco. Almost got the takedown. But if he is a little bit undersized, we'll see how that upper body tie-ups favor him in this match. And as I mentioned before, Hepner's not too much of a leg attack wrestler. He's an excellent counter or defensive wrestler. How he gets to a lot of his offense and a lot of his pins as well. Both these wrestlers just feel each other out. I think Hepner's trying to kind of bait Parco into shooting him on his leg. We had a couple scrambles, a little bit of action, but looks like we're going to get a 0-0 first period.
Number 16, Bryce Hepner, scoreless with EJ Parco. Hepner, currently the second highest ranked wrestler in the ACC at 165. Church did beat Hepner last time out. Parco beat Kessler in his last action.
Yeah, and a lot of new faces in the ACC. Will Denny, a freshman, Bryce Hepner, a transfer. So we'll have a new ACC champion at 165.
Remember, since Stanford's joined the conference, only the top-ranked wrestler gets the bye straight to the semifinals of the ACC championships.
Just something interesting to note. Parco picked neutral, wanted to avoid the bottom position against Hepner. That's one of his strengths. Hepner creating a roll once again. Both these wrestlers tangling each other's legs up. We'll get another stalemate. And a lot of these scrambles tonight, Haven't seen either wrestler able to finish out with a takedown or come out on top, but we've seen a lot of stalemates, which is that's a success on its own, coming from the defensive position, but not so much necessarily for Hepner. That's kind of his go-to scores.
Hepner and Parco still scoreless, over halfway through the second.
Hepner wrestling down here on a knee. I think this is another match where Parco's got to avoid scrambles, especially against a guy like Hepner. You got to be calculated on the shots that you take. You don't want to shoot any single legs or high crotches against a wrestler who's so good at sitting in the corner like this. Hepner able to pass the leg. Now he's trying to come out the back. Parco just clinging on to that knee.
No one able to score in the second either. Is this surprising, Clay?
So it is a little bit surprising. I would have expected one of these positions, one of these takedown attempts to finish with a takedown. But it's been a lot of good scrambling here in a lot of these matchups tonight. 133, 141, and here at 165.
Evenly matched on paper throughout the night, not evenly matched in terms of results. Stanford has taken all 5 matches so far.
Now this is one that UNC definitely needs. Now did Parco pick bottom here?
Yes, he did. Yes, Hepner is accumulating the riding time here.
Almost a reversal attempt. Parco finds himself in the crackdown position. Hepner staying tight to the body. Parco elevates the leg of Hepner. Able to jump over the far hip of Hepner, almost able to secure both legs. Hepner's still on top here, accumulating his riding time. He gets his hands locked around the crotch. This is where he's good. This is where he finds his cradle. A good job by Parco, getting his head up, elevating. And Parco gets the escape.
39 seconds of riding time accumulated by Hepner.
No stall calls on either wrestler here, so Hepner either has to go right now to pick up a few stall calls, or he's going to need a takedown here. And this is one that UNC needs badly. Shot attempt by Hepner. Another shot attempt by Hepner. Seeing multiple attacks.
Riding time will not factor.
Another shot attempt. I think that's 4 in a row. And there's the stall. The second stall on Parco. To move this match to 1-0.
Carolina fans were calling for another stall call. It did not arrive.
The scoreboard says 1-1 on the TV. Down on the mat it says 2-1. And so Parco will get the 2-1 win here.
2-1 victory for EJ Parco of Stanford, and another victory for the Cardinal.
This time an upset. It's one that UNC needed badly, but it's been all Stanford.
Unranked EJ Parco pulls the upset against Bryce Hepner.